and is from the C1 Summer 2007 WJEC. The main features that we're going to use is the square root of a times b is equal to the square root of a times the square root of b. We've got 3 parts to the question. We're going to take each one individually. If we take 2 root 8, I'm going to split root 8 into the square root of 4 times 2. And using the features that we've just discussed, the square root of 4 times 2 is the square root of 4 times the square root of 2. Of course, the square root of 4 is simply 2, so we have 2 times 2, root 2. Final simplification, 4 root 2. Next we're going to look at root 18 in very much the same way. So the square root of 18 is the square root of 9 times 2. Pick 9 because of course it is a square number and it's going to allow us to simplify our surds quite easily. The square root of 9 is 3, so we simplify to 3 root 2. The third expression has a surd on the denominator. The standard method for eliminating the surd on the denominator is to multiply top and bottom by that surd. So we times top and bottom by the square root of 2. On the denominator, the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is the square root of 4, which of course is 2. On the numerator, 12 root 2. Square root of 4, that's 2. And the 2 cancels with the 12 6 times to leave us with 6 root 2. If we put it all together, 2 root 8 became 4 root 2, root 18 became 3 root 2, and then we need to take away 12 over root 2, which is 6 root 2. 7 root 2 take away 6 root 2, our final answer is 1 lot of the square root of 2. Part B of the question, and is a very common question type where we need to rationalise the denominator which has a surd. We do this in a traditional manner by multiplying the top and the bottom of the fraction by what we call the conjugate of the fraction. And the conjugate is very simply the same surd that is on the denominator, but with the sign change in between the 2 parts. So we have 5 plus root 15, 5 plus root 15 on numerator and denominator. Now the skills that we'll be using is that of multiplying up the brackets. So if we take the denominator, and the denominator is always going to have the difference of 2 squares. If we take it through the expansion, we've got 5 minus root 15 multiplied by 5 plus root 15. Okay, so if we take a look at what we've got, we can have 5 times 5, we can have 5 times root 15, minus root 15 times 5, minus root 15 times root 15. 5 times 5 is 25. I'm going to have plus 5 root 15. Have minus 5 root 15. Of course, root 15 times 5 is the same thing as 5 root 15. And now minus root 15 times root 15, well, that's using the property of surds. When you multiply root 15 by root 15, then you're going to get 15. So we've got a minus 15. Now every time this is going to happen, the middle 2 terms will be equal and opposite, and so will cancel out, leaving us with 25 minus 15 the denominator is going to be 10. If we take a look at our numerator and use similar skills of multiplying out brackets, we're going to have 5 plus root 15 multiplied by 5 plus root 15. And again, multiplying out the brackets, some people use other methods such as grid methods. They're perfectly acceptable. Remember, you've got 4 multiplications to do. You've got 5 times 5 is 25, 5 root 15. You've got another 5 root 15. And you've got root 15 times root 15, which we've already stated is 15. So putting this together, 25 and 15, that's going to give us 40. 5 root 15 plus 5 root 15, that's 10 root 15. So our solution is the numerator is 40 plus 10 root 15. The denominator is 10. Now this question is worth 4 marks in total, but sadly we haven't quite got the 4 marks yet. You see, there is a common denominator of 10, in which case we can cancel down, a common factor, sorry, of 10, in which case we can cancel down. So if we take out the common factor of 10, then we've got 10, 4 plus root 15 on the numerator, and the 10 on the denominator will cancel out, leaving us with a final answer for full marks of 4 plus the square root of 15.